Good afternoon, rookies. It's Scott, and it's Friday afternoon, and we're going to go ahead and review an Italian wine tonight. Now, I was in the grocery store yesterday, and it's been one of those weeks, and you guys know what kind of weeks those are, where you're looking forward to the weekend so you can go ahead and sit down and relax. Well, I saw this Italian Sangiovese sitting on the shelf for $10. And it's a fat little Italian man sitting on a little Vespa scooter, assuming it's a Vespa. Well, tonight we're going to go ahead and review Il Bastardo, the Bastard. All right, so as I said, tonight we're going to go ahead and review a Sangiovese. Now, you guys know my rules, kind of. I normally review something that I've had before. This is a blind kind of a taste. I have some Sangioveses downstairs in my cellar. I just didn't feel like it last night, opening one up tonight. And to be honest with you, the label on this is kind of cool. It was only $10 at my local grocery store. It's imported from Italy, obviously, it being a Rosso di Toscana, so it's a Sangiovese out of the Tuscany region. And I figured for $10, you know what, if I don't like it, Sangioveses really do make a good red wine reduction sauce. And I very rarely drain pour wine. So anyways, let's go ahead and pour it. Now, it does have a screw top. There is no cork. Probably one of the reasons why it's cheaper. Now, with Sangiovese, the vast, over 90% of Sangioveses made in the world are done in Italy. Sangioveses will be a very lightly fruited, typically lightly fruited wine with a medium body, high acid, relatively high alcohol, and the tannins tend to be pretty intense as well. Now, this particular wine is a 2017. I'm going to go ahead and read right off the back here. Il Bastardo Sangiovese Rosso di Toscana, 2017. So this sits at 13%. So for $10, let's go ahead and dive into it. Let's go ahead and take a look at the color now. For Sangiovese, this is a medium to dark garnet color. Boy, my nose is not even in this wine, and I can smell the fruit on it. It's got a beautiful red hue around it, so it's a medium garnet color. It is not very translucent at all, so it is relatively dark, but it is clear at the same time. There we go. Put a little light behind it. Now, you typically don't get a lot of dark fruits with Sangioveses. There are now two styles. There's the old style, which they will only age Sangiovese in older barrels. The newer one, that way it doesn't impart a vanilla flavor. The newer ones will age them in relatively newer barrels. It cuts a little down on the acidity. Let's go ahead and nose this. I am getting cherry, red currant, and a little strawberry. Now, you may be hearing a dog shake in the background. Don't worry about that. That's Buck. He's our aging lab. Hopefully he doesn't go too crazy. He heard me come home, and now he's going to go over by the window and see if there's anything he can bark at. Anyways, on the nose, let's go back to the nose here. Like I said, I'm getting some red currant, cherry, strawberry. There's a little bit of leather, maybe in the back. A little bit of wood note. Not vanilla, not a heavy oak. As a matter of fact, here's the dog right here. This is Buck, by the way. He's the family lab, and he's a 9-year-old puppy. All right, let's go ahead He's got to be in the shot. So he wants to play now too. Let's go ahead and taste it. Wow. This is a full tannin, medium high to high tannin level on this. There's some acidity to it. I do like this, the way it tastes right now initially. Now, for flavors wise, I mentioned the cherries, the currants, and the strawberries. I didn't get any of the strawberry on the flavor that I got on the nose. I am getting a very tart cherry. There's also a wood note there. It's a light oak, not vanilla, but more along the lines of sandalwood or a coffee finish. There's also sort of it smells and tastes weird. Taste is different. It's like a potted plant. The pot itself, clay. Whenever you've eaten something out of a clay pot, clay dish. Now, the front palate and the mid palate are relatively short, but as it lingers on my tongue, it's got a relatively long finish, and I'm shocked that it has that. Now, if you are adverse to high tannins and high acidity, this is not going to be the wine for you. It's not overly complicated. I wouldn't expect a wine that's $10 to be overly complicated, but it is what it is. You know, there's almost there's a spice, maybe a little bit of clove in there as well. Anyways, for a $10 Sangiovese, if you like a medium-bodied, actually no, this medium to medium high-bodied wine with medium fruit on the front and the back, very light palate on the front and the back of the palate, but like I said, it's a relatively long finish. I'm still tasting it now. And that might be the acidity to it that it comes through. You know, for $10, I will probably buy this again. I would not hesitate to recommend this wine. If you are new to Italian wines, this is a great opportunity to see what and I think this is probably more along the old style of the rustic, rustic style Sangiovese. Like I said, I don't get any of the vanillas that you'd get in a newer barrel. What would I rate this? Like I said, for me personally, I would actually buy this again. At $10, you can't go wrong. On a scale of 1 to 100, this is a solid 86, 87. It is what it is. It's not going to be for everybody, especially those that are adverse to high acidity and high tannins. Like I said, the tannins are so intense on this. This dries my mouth out almost immediately, and then there's a savory note that comes in right after. So this would probably pair well with a dried meat, maybe a well-aged meat, prosciutto. Obviously, pastas this is going to go well with pastas, especially something with a really deep, intense pasta sauce. So anyways, listen, rookies, thank you very much for paying attention to this afternoon. And if you find this, go ahead and get it, replay this video, taste along with me, see if you get the rest of the stuff. If you like this video, please go ahead and hit the thumbs up on it. That's going to help with the algorithm so more people can go ahead and see it. If you have any questions or if you are tasting something different, please go ahead and comment down below. If you want more of this comment, please go ahead and subscribe. Share this video. If you have somebody that absolutely loves Italian wines and you think maybe they could benefit from this video, go ahead and share it. Subscribe, and then when you do subscribe, a little bell is going to come up to the next to it there. Go ahead and hit the bell button. That way, if you do like my videos, when I do post new stuff, and I try to post at least once a week, you'll get notified. You'll be the first notified. And by the way, I want to thank everybody out there that has gotten me to, I am now up to 55 subscribers. Now, it's a slow process. It's wine. I'm not doing a dedicated whiskey channel like some of the others out there. But for those that, have helped along and have decided to subscribe, I thank you. Anyways, life is too short for either bad wine or bad whiskey. Cheers and salon. Yeah, that's good wine. According to my intrepid cameraman, I kind of messed something up. So, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell button, and if you like it, keep watching. I've got more stuff coming, especially next week, maybe even this weekend. I'm going to be doing an Irish whiskey for St. Patrick's Day. Cheers.